Let's go ahead and let's get started on our backs.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, so as you get started on your backs, one of the things that I've been kind of talking about lately in this week has been a little bit more about the back body, because whenever we think about breathing, we always have a tendency to kind of just think about breathing from the front of your body, and we forget about the back, but they are just as important. So let the ground be feedback for you, yeah, as you breathe. The ground pushes right up against you as you inhale, and then as you exhale, releasing down to the floor. Okay, so keep your eyes closed here. You know, the light isn't used to you. Non-distracting music. Because the breath or the lungs, the heart, they're all three-dimensional. Yeah, not just what you can kind of see and feel. And I've been using this imagery that my teacher often taught me was think of everything as more of a spiral. So things don't just inflate and then deflate up and down. It's more of a spiral. So when you think about your lungs, as you inhale, the front of your lungs kind of spirals open forward, and then as you exhale, sort of spirals downwards. So even imagine your organs also kind of doing that. They sort of spiral open, and then as you exhale, they spiral down. It's way more complex than what you may think initially here. Even same with the bones, some of our postures, they act more of a spiral than kind of straightforward back. Good. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of shoulder and neck work here. So starting with your right arm is going to sweep out to the side. And then just keep your arm down onto the floor. So you're just kind of sweeping it down on the floor. And then as you exhale, you're going to drag your elbow down. Look away from your bending elbow as you slowly release right back down, and then bring your head right back center. And then same thing. Left arm sweeps out overhead. And then as you exhale, bend your left elbow. Look away from your bending elbow as it drags down. And then just continue side to side. Definitely be careful of water bottles. Kind of have a tendency to go down like bowling pins. If there's one side that is calling out for you, feel free to stay in that direction just a little bit longer. Then gradually, when your head comes back center, you can always sweep both arms into a little snow angel, and then exhale, drag it down. So you're not really lifting your arms towards the ceiling. You're just kind of still staying on the ground. Perfect. And then as you exhale, slowly reach your arms out to the side here. Bend your knees if not already, and set your feet about not width apart, more or less, and start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Yeah, keeping your feet fairly wide. Yeah, and then when you're ready, yeah, feel free to stay, bring your right knees to the right, and just stay right there. And then your left arm, so you can look towards your left arm or look away from it, either one. Your left arm can continue to do the snow angel, or you can start to kind of do more circular motion by bringing your arm up towards the ceiling and down. Yeah. So just concentrate a little bit more into opening up into the left side of your shoulder. Mhm. Beautiful. And then whenever you're ready, just kind of stretch all the way out. And then from here, gently move your head side to side here. Yeah. Kind of loosening up right into the shoulders. Awesome. And then whenever you're ready, bring your knees over towards the other direction and just do the same thing. So have your feet fairly wide apart, knees to the left, and then your right arm can slowly start to circle. It can start to go up and down. Also kind of take note if there's any tension, tightness on this side. And then whenever you're ready, feel free to just pause there, and you can gently shake your head or continue looking in one or the other direction that feels the best on your neck. Great. Yeah, and then slowly as you come right back to the center, hug your knees in towards your chest, one hand on each knee, and start to circle your legs here. Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to get a little bit more into your low back, keep your knees together and circle in the same direction. If you want to open your hips a little bit more, bring your knees apart and then together. Yeah. So they're each little movement's gonna yield something just a little bit different. And slowly as you bring your knees together, this next inhale, reach your feet all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rebend them. Inhale, reach right back up. Exhale, rebend. Yeah, so keep it really nice and light. Don't worry about stretching your legs all the way straight here. Be nice and light here. And whenever you're ready, yeah, stretch your feet up towards the ceiling and you can start to flex point your toes, circle your ankles. Good. Yeah, and then this first one, let's come into kind of like a light little half happy baby. So you can use the strap too if you do have one. Set your left foot down, right hand comes to the instep or the outside of your foot, and then just kind of draw it out to the side. Again, don't worry about having it be excessive, just where you can kind of feel a little bit more open through your inner thigh. Keep your hips down to the floor. If your hips want to pull up, you might be pulling out a little too far, so just kind of draw your right leg in a little bit. Good, yeah, any little movements, fine. And then this time, just coming into more of a figure four. So bring your right ankle right above your left knee and draw your left knee to your chest and just move a little bit side to side. Yeah. And if it feels okay for your hamstrings, start to extend your left foot up towards the ceiling. You can always take a strap across the arch of your left foot. Even the towel sometimes would also work too if you feel pretty tight. Cynthia, you can always kind of bring it, the towel behind your calf muscle too, and see if that works. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that works. Whenever you are ready, yeah, rebend your top leg, and then set your right foot down, left knee to your chest, take hold of instep or the outside of your foot, and just gonna pause right here. Half happy baby here. So again, don't worry about having it be big movement. There's a really big pop I heard on this side. But that was a relieving pop and not a bad pop. You can stay right here if side feels a little bit better, or feel free to start to bring your left ankle right above your right knee. Just move a little bit side to side, or extend your right foot all the way out. other side, yeah? So we'll just hold it just a tad bit longer. When you're ready, you're going to slowly unhook your legs and bring your knees in towards your chest and just move a little bit side to side. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to add on just a little bit through the low back. So coming into tick-tock, bring your legs up into a tabletop and bring your palms to face down, shoulder blades down. Yeah, and remember to keep your shoulder blades onto the floor and keep your legs zipped. And you're going to bring your knees over towards the right. Don't worry about having it all the way on the ground, but keep your left shoulder blade definitely on the floor. You don't want to lift it up. Inhale, you're going to come back center and then tick-tock your legs over towards the left. Keep your right shoulder blade on the floor, and then just continue to go side to side without lifting your shoulder blade off the floor. So your oblique muscles are going to turn on and control it a little bit. But at the same time, your low back has a chance to kind of open up a little bit. So it's a little bit more of an active twist. Those of you who want to go a little bit further, feel free to extend both feet up towards the ceiling. Yeah. But just be very mindful. Because the minute you think, I'm going to bring my legs all the way to the floor, that becomes a little bit of a different pose. Good, and then just as slowly as you come right back center, set your feet down to the floor, and you're going to do just this tiny little low back openers. So as you exhale, press your low back down to the floor. Inhale, bring your low back into a neutral position. Exhale, press your low back down to the floor. Inhale, bring it back into a neutral position. Yeah, so you're not really engaging into the glutes. You're not really doing like an active work here. So you want to keep your hips down to the floor, and it's a very, very subtle movement. So from my vantage point, I won't be able to see any movement. Okay. So I'm going to add on just a little bit more core work here. So as you bring your low back into a neutral position, let's bring your, I'm going to start from the least complicated to more vigorous. So you can keep your both feet down to the floor. Inhale, extend your right heel forward towards the top of the mat, yeah? And then maybe your left arm reaches up overhead. Exhale, set your right foot and left hand down, and then switch it. Left leg extends, and then your right arm reaches. And then switch here. Yeah, so a couple of options. You can have your heel hover an inch off the floor, perfect. Or you can kind of drag it onto the floor. Main thing here is try not to let your hips bob around. Okay? So this is always option one. Option two, those of you who want something a little stronger, bring your legs up into a tabletop. Hips are level. And then same thing, you're going to extend your right leg out as your left arm reaches. Inhale, bring it right back center. And then exhale, switch. Beautiful. The whole time also, think about kind of drawing your ribcage back slightly, because there's a tendency to kind of flare out, and you want your middle core to engage a little bit more. And just remember, we can always do this on hands and knees too, so it'll be a similar movement. Okay, and then option 3 is you can bring your hands behind your head, you can raise your shoulder blades up, and then add on a little twist. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, yeah. So more of the common yoga bicycles. So any of these 3 options, pick the one that feels the best to you. Nice. Good. And then just as slowly as you Right back center, release your head down to the floor. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale out. Yeah, it's always kind of nice. Just get the core out of the way first. And then smoothly when you're ready, draw your knees in and then you'll sit up into a seat. Oof. So once you're here, you can stay in this cross-legged position. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead, and then as you exhale, side bend towards the right. Perfect. And then once you're here, as you exhale, bend your top elbow, look down at your right hand. Inhale, reach your top arm up and look up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, bend. Okay. Slowly, you're going to come right back up, chin towards your chest, and gently shake out your head. And then switch over to the other direction. So left hand down, right arm reaches up. And then exhale, bend your top elbow, look at your left hand. Inhale, reach your top arm up, look up. And then exhale, rebend. Yeah. Continue here. Nice. And then slowly as you come right back up, hands onto your knees, exhale, chin towards chest, looking right in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, chin up, chest up. And then exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, reach. Perfect. And then from here, I'm going to do a little bit more hardy side bends. So this first one, we have both sit bones down. The second one, I'm just going to encourage you to kind of shift side to side. Okay, so inhale, you're going to lift your arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, set your right hand down. Maybe your left hip lifts up. And then exhale, settle right back down, reach your arm out. And then exhale, lift your hip up. And then exhale. Yeah, that's it. So that way you can kind of stretch out a little bit more through the low back. Now, if you draw your chest a little closer towards the ground, you're going to open up a little bit more into the low back here. And then slowly switch over to the other direction. Same thing, inhale, lift, exhale, down. Yeah. And if the cross-legged position is ever not very comfortable for you, you can always set one foot down and kind of have a sense of lift too. And then maybe this next one, just pause a little bit, reach, chest down, and then exhale, gently release right here. Bring both feet down, hands onto the floor, and then lift your chest up and gently release your head back. Just move a little bit side to side. Yeah. Good. As much as you can, just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And just as slowly as you come right back up. Now this time, cross your ankles, roll over your shins, and come on to hands and knees here. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, chin up, chest up. Exhale, open up right with the shoulder blades. Continue here. And then from here, as you bring your spine back neutral, now reach your right leg straight out, and then maybe your left arm reaches forward. Inhale, maybe lift. Exhale, elbow and knee in towards one another. Inhale, reach right back out. Yeah, or continue to do little cat-cows. Absolutely fine. So you're just going to hold it here and then bring both hands right back down. Yeah, and then your right leg, though, extend it out to the side. Big toe in line with the right knee. And just move a little bit side to side. And then left hand underneath your face, reach your right arm towards the ceiling and just gonna pause here. Yeah. And then as you exhale, slowly release your arms down. Walk your fingertips back and then long inhale. Long inhale lifts you all the way up. Okay, so we're gonna just do a little side to side movement. So this first one, you're gonna reach your arms out, exhale, side bend towards the outstretched leg. Yeah, Parigasana, gate pose. And then inhale, this time, you're using your obliques a little bit more. You're gonna tap your left fingertips down. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up and just do a little cartwheel out towards the side, side leg, and cartwheel down towards the floor. Nice. One more. And then now as you exhale, slowly release your hands down, left hand down. Okay, so if you're planning on lifting your leg up, walk your left fingertips further away, because what happens is your leg lifts, there's a little shift that happens. So from here, if you want to lift your leg up, go ahead. Now from here, you're going to set it right back down, inhale, lift. So getting into the outer hips. Perfect. You can even add on with the arms. So as the arms, leg comes down, your arm lifts, and then you're going to reach your arm and towards your lifting leg, and then continue here. Yeah. Perfect. And this next time, just hold it up. I'm just going to pause right here. You can keep your foot down to the floor. It's absolutely fine. So just have a sense of extension. Yeah. And then as you exhale, bring both hands down. Walk your hand to the right back center, and then lift your right leg up, and then bring it behind the left. Look over your left shoulder. Good. Yep. And slowly, as you come right back center, we'll do that same thing on side two. This feels kind of differently for me, so I'm going to walk you through it. You're going to extend your left leg straight back as your right arm reaches forward, elbow and knee in towards one another, or just continue to get out. Yeah. Yeah, and then slowly when you're ready, just bring both hands down, and then you'll bring your left leg straight out to the side and just shift a little bit side to side. Yeah, we won't be staying here too long with your hands on the floor. Right hand underneath your face, left arm reaches up and just pause here. Yeah. So you're opening up over towards the ear. And then as you exhale, bring both hands down, and we're going to do those little miniature cartwheels. So you're going to come right back up, come up into Parigasana. And then as you exhale, side bend towards the outstretched leg. Inhale, I'm going to lift. Tap your right fingertips down. Yeah, and then just continue to go side to side about maybe 2 to 3 more times. Okay, and then this next time, bring your left hand down. So you can keep your left hand right underneath your shoulders. Yeah. And then reach all the way up. And then pause here. So those of you who are planning on lifting the leg, walk your hands further away from you. Yeah, because a shift happens. Yeah, there we go. And then just continue to lift your leg up and down. That's it. And those of you wanting to keep your back outstretched foot on the floor, that's great. Just start to maybe open up with your back hand towards the basketball courts, and that's going to open up through the front of your body. Awesome. Yeah. And this next time, if you are lifting the leg, just hold it up and breathe here. Flex the foot. Great. We'll come back to it again. So as you exhale, slowly release. Walk your hands down the center, and then bring your left leg behind the right, and then look over your right shoulder to open up into the entire side body. Good.
Great. Okay, and then slowly as you come right back center, set your knees down, walk your fingertips forward, and coming into Anahata, so the puppy pose or the chakra pose, yeah, forehead or chin and chest onto the ground, hips stay right above your knees. And then just as gently slide your hips back really briefly into a child's pose. Great. And then when you're ready, plant your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into a down dog here. So any small little movements, big movements to get you settled into down dog. And slowly bend your knees and walk your feet towards your hands. And just come into a forward fold. Take hold of opposite elbows and just move a little bit side to side. Really good. And slowly, hands above or below the knees, inhale halfway up. And then exhale, forward fold. And long inhale, straight spine, squeeze your arms all the way out and up, all the way overhead. Take hold of your right wrist and exhale, side bend towards the left. Good, really push down into your right foot. Take hold of your left wrist and side bend towards the right. Really push down into your left foot. Yeah, really good. And then from here, as you come right back up, make this. Place the fists onto your sacrum, elbows in, lift your chest up, exhale, release your head back. Good, so widening across collarbones. Let's take a deep inhale and a deep exhale all the way out. Yeah. All right. So from here, as you come right back up, inhale, roll shoulders up, and then exhale, roll back. Okay, ground down into your right foot, and let's come into warrior two. You can go here. So back foot down to the floor, reach your arms out. And just remember, your hips can kind of rotate inwards a little bit. So remember, it's a spiral. Yeah, so your back leg is spiraling rather than straight out. Yeah. Now from here, inhale, you're going to lean forward. This front arm comes slightly above the front knee. And then exhale, reverse your warrior. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just do this twice more here. So getting into the obliques the same way you did on and out. Inhale, yeah. And then exhale, yeah. Now this time, straighten out your front leg. So really firm up the front thigh. Reach your fingertips forward, forward, forward. The bottom hand comes down as the other arm lifts up. And then long inhale lifts you right back up. Good. Now you're going to lift your back heel up. Spin your left hip forward as you lift your back heel up, and then step forward. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, go back. You're going to do that same thing on side two. So ground down into your left foot. Step back with your right. Breathe down through the front knee and return out. Yeah. Okay, so once again, side to side. Inhale, you're going to come forward. And then exhale, reverse. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, reverse.
then straighten out your front leg, and then you're gonna reach your arms forward, forward, forward. Bottom hand comes down as the other arm lifts up. Really good, yeah. All right. And slowly as you come right back up, this time you're just going to lift your left toes up, turn towards the long edge of your mat, and then now as you exhale, bend side to side. So you're going to bend your right knee, side hips back. Inhale, you're going to come right back up. Bend your left knee, side hips back, and then just continue to go side to side here. Yeah, whichever direction is fine to face. But definitely have your toes face the long edge of your mat here. Okay, and then just as slowly as you come right back up, reach your arms straight out to the side. Yeah, so keep the tops of your thighs quite engaged. As you exhale, right hand down, left arm lifts. And then inhale, you're going to come right back up. Exhale, switch. And just continue to go side to side without letting your hips move around. Your hips are going to stay fairly steady here. All right, and then just as slowly, you're going to come right back up. And those of you who want, feel free to hinge from your hips. Bring your hands right back down. Or grab a little bit of blocks. So don't worry too much about having your hands all the way down to the ground. That really doesn't matter. And then just as slowly as you come right back up, you'll turn your feet in. And then or hop them together, and then come towards the top of the mat once again. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. Yeah, so we're going to start to come into Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon pose. But first, we're going to kind of come into that quarter moon. So we're still doing a lot of the side bends. Yeah, so it's kind of a falling pattern, but really just think a little bit more about core engagement. Okay, and then the leg engagement as well. So let's round out into your right foot. So once again, I'll face the left, okay? So right foot and then left leg step back, and you're just gonna right into your warrior two. And you can always step your warrior two in a little bit more too if you want. Okay. So this first one, all you're gonna do, just like what we did on the ground, is you're gonna bend your front knee. Cover your back toes up, lean your arms lift, yeah. And then exhale, rebend, kind of come into more of a warrior two-like shape. Inhale, come forward. So like I said, it's a smaller version exactly of Ardha Chandrasana. Nice. Yeah, and then let's do one more of these small movements. Yeah, I know. It's getting kind of dancey here, so that's okay. And then exhale, slowly release. Okay, so here, now we're going to go into the full version. And just like now what Buster's saying, if you want to go against the wall, I highly recommend that too. Yeah, exactly. So from here, make sure that your all five toes of your front toes is facing forward. So that means a lot of your front quad engagement here too. You're going to reach your arms out and then slowly come forward. Yeah, there we go. That's a great idea too. And you release your hand down onto the bar, or yeah, perfect. So you're gonna open your chest and your hips towards the ears. Yes, I know. But see what I mean? It's almost kind of like falling, right? Yeah.
The beginning.
Yeah. And then just as slowly, yeah, really nice. Half moons. Slowly right back up, and then step both feet and let them go. There's really no graceful way to come in and out of this, so don't worry too much about that. So from here, switch directions. If you were against the wall, remember, we're gonna kind of practice going into it here. Step your right foot back, reach your hips out. Little quarter move. Just gonna come in, hop in, hover, yeah, remember the outer hips? That's what I was kind of preparing you for. And then exhale, breathe in. Yep, that's it. I'll kind of hover. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, yep. And then breathe in. Great. Yeah, yeah. One more time. Inhale. Hover. And then you can continue here or start to go into your full pose. Yeah, and then just kind of explore it. This particular pose, it's complicated because again, heart opener, chest opener, and a balance pose. But there's so many different things, so many different elements that are going into it. Awesome. And good breath, because that's always very important. Sorry, I felt like I was a headless teacher there for a while. And then from here, you're gonna come right back up. And then step both feet back parallel. Roll the shoulders up. And then exhale. Roll them back and then perfect. Yeah, so soften up your knees and then hinge forward. Yeah. Yeah, actually that's a really good one for your feet too. I can't demonstrate that one anymore. So I'm gonna just talk you through it. And if like me, you can't demonstrate it, or you can't do it anymore, that's okay. You can kind of just hang out here. Otherwise, slide your palms right underneath the soles of your feet. Bend your knees. Yep. There we go. And then from here, this is a nice wrist opener. So your feet are going to push down as your hands kind of resist up. There we go. Thanks, Mary. That's it. Yeah, this one used to be my favorite of mine. And yeah, and you don't even have to have your full hands underneath your feet for this to be effective.
I'm a little too heavy for this. Very crushing.
Very crushed. No worries. You can just have your fingertips or your fingers kind of in
I
there.
always
too.
had improvise.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. I cannot even reach my feet right now, so that's all right. And then from here, yeah. Baby step yet though. And then slowly you're going to come all the way right back up. Inhale, roll shoulders up. Exhale, roll them right back. Okay, good. And then from here, let's lift your toes and starting with your pinky toes, slowly release each one down. They will not be cooperative again, so it's okay. Just practice, right? And then inhale, we're going to lift all your toes up. And then starting with your big toe, slowly release each one. Just make sure your knees are soft. Okay. This is boot season, so you want to free up your feet. One nice thing about sandals is they're a little bit more free. And then from here, set your toes down, and again, lift your right heel up. Set it right back down. Left heel up. Set it right back down. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'm going to briefly just bring that walking meditation back. Yeah, I've just been migrating towards that a lot lately. So all of you can walk back to the back on your mat. Okay. And again, as usual, feel free to, you can see here, yeah. Feel free to walk off the mat too. And you really soft, just like what we did before. You're going to be stepping your feet forward, but being extremely mindful of how the soles of your feet are feeling. Even now, feeling the texture of the mat underneath you, the texture of the floor underneath you. Yeah. And then from here, step forward with whichever foot that feels the best. Okay, and then just kind of notice when your back heel starts to lift. And then step forward. And just continue. And again, it's very simple. Sometimes the simpler the meditation, the more distraction that happens. just notice first, right underneath your feet. The pressure could be the air that hits the foot each time your foot lifts. Speed in which you're walking. Sometimes it's easy to let your mind wander. You've all got a lot of space, so another option too is you can have your eyes closed or gently open. If you're at home, be careful not to look too closely at your things, because that's when I found that I got really distracted. Thinking things like, oh, I need to dust that. I haven't read that book in a while. I really like that picture. So if that happens, just draw everything right back in. So whenever you are ready, start to slowly migrate your way back towards the top of your mat. And as you arrive to the back and at the top of your mat, coming into Tadasana mountain pose. So you're going to flip your palms forward, so you're opening up through the front of your body. Really push into the ground here. Knees are really soft. So yeah, we were doing these falling patterns, but now coming back into this groundedness. Kind of a bit of a flexibility, adaptability. With that, and now you're going to return sounding up. And as you exhale, knees are soft, reach forward, hands above the knees, inhale halfway. And then exhale, forward fold. You're going to plant your hands down onto the floor and then step back into your down dog. Good. And slowly, when you're ready, coming into your child's pose. Yeah, and then just pause right there. Yeah. Make sure your elbows are down onto the floor. You're fully released into your shoulders. Good. Yeah, and then really briefly walk your hands over towards the right and the arm. Then walk your hands over towards the left and then pause. And just as slowly as you come right back center, let's all roll onto our backs and hug your knees to your chest. Yeah. And we'll dim the lights here. So. And from here, let's set your feet onto the floor about parallel. Hands by your side. And let's go into a little bit more of a rich flow. So inhale, lift your hips up, arms up. And as you exhale, lower your hands and lower your hips. Perfect. And then just continue to go up and down. And then whenever you're ready, feel free to settle into your bridge pose, or you can continue to move too. Hands right by your side, lift your hips, you can clasp your hands, you can bring your arms to 90 degrees, fingertips face up. Let your shoulders, your feet stabilizing here. Actually, when you're ready, release all the way down. Perfect. Let's bring your knees to your chest and move a little bit side to side. And then come into your full happy baby. You started out half happy baby, full happy baby. Whenever you feel ready, you can stretch out into your shavasana at any time, unless there is any other pose that you really want to go into. Legs up the wall, great option too. So take your time. Keep your eyes closed. And start to wiggle toes and fingers. Stretch your arms all the way up overhead. Stretching out. And then as you exhale, bend one knee at a time towards your chest and just move a little bit side to side. And slowly when you're ready, you can roll up into a seat or come into a fetal position and then roll up, whatever that feels, whatever transition that feels the best to you. Slowly come up into the seat. Take a breath as if you're extending upwards. And then as you exhale, exhaling out through the sit bones towards the ground. Inhale, reaching right back up towards the head again. And then exhale. And this next time, inhale, reach your arms out enough. You'll bring your palms together and trace them inward. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And deep exhale. Much love and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you, Francis.